If you're over 50, I'm going to tell you why I know there's never been a better time to quit your job. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why I know that to be true. I'm also going to tell you why there are many people, many folks over 50 years old who are just willing to stay pat. They don't want to leave a job even though they're not happy, even though they deserve better. But I'm also going to tell you how you can muster the courage to leave that job and find a better place to work. I'll tell you all that right after this break. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. Well, before I tell you how you can muster the courage to leave a job that you're not happy at, and before I tell you why I know that many older workers are going to stay at their job even though they know they deserve better, before I tell you those two things, let me tell you why I know that there's never been a better time to quit your job. It starts with opportunity. There are plenty of jobs out there. Glassdoor says the job market's red hot. They say employers are adding workers hand over fist. And economic data, it's glowing right now. 431,000 jobs were added in March. The unemployment rate, it's only 3.8%. So there are plenty of jobs out there. Employers are hiring. So the opportunity for you, for older workers, is probably as good as it's been in a very, very long time. Another reason to quit your job is to increase your pay. 3 out of 4 full-time employees right now, they're planning to quit their job in the next 12 months. And pay is a major reason. 79% of employed job seekers believe they can make more money by switching jobs and staying put in the current market, in their current job. Now, another reason to quit is because the typical pay raise is not enough to beat inflation. Pay increases, yeah, they're common, but they're being outpaced by inflation. Over half of employed workers, 53%, received a pay raise in 2020. However, 58% of those who received a raise reported their raise was just 5% or less, and that doesn't keep pace with inflation, which is at 8.5%. Those are 3 good reasons to quit your job now and to look for a better opportunity. Now, let's talk about why many older workers will stay pat. They won't make a move, even though this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find a better, higher-paying job. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, they're afraid to make a change. They fear the unknown. I think they should fear staying. Data shows 56% of older workers are pushed out of their job before they're ready to retire. They're pushed out because of their age. Another reason many people are comfortable being uncomfortable. They adapt to a poor work situation by coming up with a whole host of reasons why they need to stay put, why they can't leave, why they don't want to find a better job. They say sometimes, hey, retirement's only a few years away, or the grass isn't always greener, or, I got a lot of things going on in my life right now, and it's just not the right time to make a change. People will come up with all kinds of excuses, and I do understand why it is so hard to leave a job that you've been at for years. You're at a job for 5 years or 10 years or 15, and yeah, you get complacent. You're kind of comfortable being uncomfortable, as I said, and you know what? You just stay at that job. But you could be missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find that better job. That's reason number 2 why people will stay. Here's reason number 3. They listen to the naysayers. They listen to people who have no ambition, people who are afraid of their own shadow, coworkers who jump when the boss walks into the room, people who are willing to settle because they don't believe they deserve better. I find it's best to eliminate people like that from your orbit. Jim Rome says this. He says, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I know you may have heard that, but think about it for a second. But also think about this saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you are working or listening to coworkers, to naysayers, to people who won't encourage you to find a better job, to look for a better opportunity so you can better yourself, well, it's best to kick them out of your orbit. Just don't listen to them, because that is one of the things that I find, and I've found for a long time, that holds people back from moving ahead. Now, I mentioned at the opening of this video that I'm going to tell you how to grow your courage to leave your job. So let me give you a few suggestions. Number one, test the waters. Send out your resume and see what kind of response you get. In the description box of this video, what I've got a link to my free cover letter. It's a cover letter I say hiring managers can't resist. Just use that cover letter when you send out your resume if you're looking for the best results. Now, I've also got a link to a free career aptitude test that is offered by Career Fitter. I like aptitude tests because I think they can help you to narrow down the best career choices for you. Another way to grow your courage to leave your job is to set yourself up to leave. And you can do that by starting a side hustle. A side hustle will help you to generate some extra income. When you have a second source or another source of income, why, you know what? It makes it easier to leave because you know you've got some money in the bank and you know you've got something to fall back on. Now, of course, you could grow that side hustle into a full-time business like many of our viewers here on Over 50 TV have done. And if you do that, well, you know what? You're not going to have to concern yourself with working for somebody who doesn't appreciate you. I have a link to my free side hustle starter kit in the description box if you think starting a side hustle is for you. But I also have a workshop that's coming up called Learn How to Build a $1 Million Business from Scratch. I've got a link to that workshop in the description box. But starting a side hustle, it's a good way. It's a good way to set yourself up and to give you some encouragement, because you know you've got something to fall back on. Now, another way to grow your courage to leave your job is to learn a new in-demand skill by signing up for classes or some online training. And when you've got skills that other people are willing to pay you for, well, it exponentially increases your likelihood of finding the job that's right for you, a better job. So increasing your skills, honing your skills, keeping your skills sharp is another way. It's another way to give you the encouragement to leave a job that you're just not happy at. Well, there you go, folks. I've just outlined why there's never been a better time to quit your job. If you have any questions on anything that I've covered in this video, please feel free to send me an email. Also, I want to remind you, I do have a free cover letter. The link to that cover letter is in the description box. I also have a free side hustle starter kit. That side hustle starter kit will walk you through the very early stages of starting a business. And then, of course, I do have a workshop coming up in June, and that workshop is Learn How to Start a $1 Million Business from Scratch. If you're looking to start a business, that is a workshop you're going to want to consider. Well, that's all I got for you today. As I always say, have a great day, everybody.